Outstanding.
Good morning. Sorry for that technical difficulties there. Someone actually unplugged our Wi-Fi router, which was really unfortunate. So apologies for that. Hopefully we should be good to go, but if you guys are now watching us, go ahead and just like and subscribe and hit that bell notification. That way if we go down again, it will notify you when we come back up, because we will be doing this and we'll get it right. We knew we'd have technical difficulties, we just didn't know someone would unplug our Wi-Fi network.
You know, it's not always the best method to remain connected by unplugging internet connections. And it's interesting how that works. You know, to remain connected, usually you try to stay connected. And when somebody disconnects something, that means we've become disconnected.
That's correct, Tyler. Hopefully we'll get you guys back on there that were watching us earlier. And again, we apologize for the screw up there. That was a real bummer.
And that is under 10 minutes left in this heat here. Last heat we saw one beautiful, a little bit larger set waist to chest high come through, and again we're always hoping to see some wave action here at the Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic. But again, you cannot change the conditions. That's just what it is. I think my headset just turned off again too.
No, you're still on. What's that? Yeah, that means it's on. That looks like no one going. Early days here. For those of you watching us, please make sure to like the Moment Surf YouTube page and then hit the bell notifications. Actually, forget about liking it, just subscribe and then hit the bell notifications, so that way if we do have another person unplug our Wi-Fi on us, you can be notified when we're back up.
That's yellow, I believe, Dave Lundstead there.
Yellow up and down. Out the back though, we've got a paddle battle. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, interesting situation there. That kind of seems like I thought burn season was closed, Tyler.
Well, you know what? If you obtain the proper permitting, you can burn just about anything, and that's what we were seeing there.
Who was that? That was Joshua and Jesse. I think Jesse got the proper, or Joshua got the proper permits there.
You know, we'll have to call the county.
It's been a real dry year, so burning is highly unrecommended.
You know what they say, you burn, you learn. And we are almost to that 5-minute warning for this heat.
Those of you on the live stream, if you're watching, hit us up on the chat. Say hi, tell us where you're from. Happy to shout out any comments. We are watching that chat, so, and then if the sound sounds good, everything, just make sure everything sounds good and looks good. Kelly's out there wandering around getting footage right now, so he's not going to have the same follow cam as you will for some times during the day, but got a nice view here. I bet it's cozier there wherever you guys are than it is here.
Yeah, but nonetheless, it is a beautiful morning and already warmer than last year.
Oh, look, it's Kelly on the camera right there in that white sweatshirt. He likes to stay behind the camera normally.
A small right setting up here. Jesse King trying to make it through this crumbly section and just can't get out in front of it.
Thanks, Most. Sounds good. Awesome. Sorry for that drop earlier. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell notifications in case someone decides to unplug our Wi-Fi again.
Like and subscribe. Blue having a look. And just a bit too deep on that one.
That's the 5-minute warning.
Competitors paddling out for your heat while another heat in front of you is still going. Make sure you give them plenty of room. You will have an adjustment period prior to your heat starting to get in final position, as well as the conditions are not really that difficult to make your way out. So make sure you're not paddling out on the inside of the people who are competing at the moment.
I don't know, Tyler. It seems like it could be kind of a battle to get out there today.
This looks like a multi-duck dive situation.
Competitors in the water, your heat situation. Nathan Smith, you're out in the lead. Jesse King currently in second place. Dave Lundstedt, you're in third. Ben Moon, you're in fourth. Jim Bob, you're in fifth. And Joshua currently is sitting in sixth.
And down below in blue,
we're currently in Heat 2 of the men's 40 to 49 division. Top 2 from this go straight to a semifinal.
Now we saw a great battle in round 1, or Heat 1 rather, between Zach and Matty Spencer.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And they were going back to back to back on waves. Somebody would knock on the door, the other would answer.
Yep, that was a good heat, and unfortunately that's when the Wi-Fi got unplugged. Watching from Arizona. Awesome, Melissa. Go Brian Kramer. What age group is Brian Kramer in? Keep an eye out for him. I know he's always a standout in these contests. Taking off out the back. That's it. Jesse misses that one. That's no. Two minutes to go. 2 minutes. Situation in the water remains unchanged. Nathan Smith, you're currently in the lead. Jesse King in second. Dave Lundstedt in third. Ben Moon, you're in fourth. Jim Bob, you're in fifth. Jim Bob, you need a 4.7. Ben, you need a 4.7 as well. And Dave, you need a 3.59 to get through. Top 2 move on. Jesse King trying to solidify his second place right there.
And this is the last minute here.
One minute to go.
It is just an absolute beautiful morning this morning here in Pacific City. We got a light little marine layer fog here, but it's crystal clear.
You're off.
And the riders are making the best of the last 20 seconds of this heat here, trying to scrounge together any scoreable points to strengthen their position to move through.
Alright, between heats here, we're going to go to a little ad break and we'll be right back.
We opened Moment in the spring of 2010. I was getting out of the corporate world because I wanted to slow down and, to be honest, just surf more. The idea of the name Moment Surf Company came from the life choices I was making. Focusing in on living in the present and letting the rest of it go. My goal from day one has been to blend this philosophy into everything we do here. We try to tell this story in the logos we create, the design of the website, and the feel you get when you walk into the shop. We built all the fixtures, tables, and sales counter ourselves from wood we reclaimed from an old oceanfront home here in Pacific City that was being torn down. It gives the shop a timeless, warm, and welcoming feel that just calls out being in the Northwest. The products we carry are designed for the cold water lifestyle. From the 4.3 and 5.4 hooded wetsuits and accessories to the outdoor apparel made sturdy enough for life on the coast. Our mission is to provide the highest quality products to help our customers get outside and find their moment.
Alright, we're
in
back.
Blue, Josh Harding. In green, Adam Martini. In yellow, Flipper McKinney. In orange, Kyle Simonson. And in white, David Suick. There's David taking a look at it inside. And it's just not going to come together for him. Again, difficult, small conditions this morning. We have seen some good sets rolling through.
That's Adam Martini taking a look. I think he won this last year, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, with his classic shaken, not stirred approach.
Try to angle the camera there while Kelly's off wandering around. Let's see, that is Josh Harding. Over there in red, Ty Cobb. This is kind of a stacked heat here.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of great surfers in this heat.
Flipper up on a right. Isn't he a famous dolphin?
Yes, no, he came straight to us from SeaWorld.
Thanks for joining us today. This is the 24th Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic. This thing's been running
Multiple riders up on the same
for a
wave.
long time. It's pretty cool that it keeps going.
And in blue, Josh Harding trying to make it through that dory chop there that just kind of came through the boundaries. If you look to your north and the south, you'll see the Blue Surf Rider Foundation flags. That is the contest boundaries. And right there in the middle of the beach, you'll see a green and a red flag. The green flag means that the heat is running, and the green and red flag up means there is a 5-minute warning for the heat that is currently competing.
Those flags just sitting completely down is exactly what we want to see today. And I just jinxed ourselves. It's probably going to get nice and windy here.
Yep, you just ruined everything, Matty. Looks like the general pack of competitors have migrated just a bit to the south from where they were for the last couple heats. In yellow, trying to take a look at this left with a little bit of a foam climb there. That was Flipper McKinney.
Josh Harding up on a 3-incher. Nice looking microwave there. I think his fin was actually bouncing around in the sand as he was on that wave.
They call that a fin stall, Matty, where I come from.
It seems to be working for him, though. He is out in the lead. Josh Harding, you are currently in the lead. Flipper, you're in second. Adam in third. David, you're in fourth. Kyle in fifth. And Ty, still looking to get on the board here.
Ham or veggie burrito?
That is...
Ham would be awesome. Did you get Paul? Did you chance? Can we get another ham one for Paul?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
the
okay.
sound guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll
That was a nice wave by Adam Martini there.
ham or veggie? Veggie. You said veggie, right? Yeah. Thanks.
That was David on the inside there, trying to make something happen. Out the back is Kyle Simonson, sorry. Competitors, I will be butchering your names all day long. Be prepared.
Flipper going down the line on a right. Thanks so much, dude.
Thank you. We just got breakfast burritos delivered to us here in the booth. Oh, no. Take a second here to introduce ourselves. Is your mic on? Yeah, we good? Oh yeah, cool. No, it's blinking now. You're good. Oh, there's a quick. Oh, hold on. Let's take a look here. That's Josh Harding.
Josh
Taking a
Harding
spill.
having a look, and again, just trying to traverse difficult, small conditions here.
Look at this set out the back, though.
Yeah,
We're going
we
to take
are.
a break. No one wants to see our mugs over these waves.
We are seeing a little bit of a set stack up out the back.
Ty Cobb looking to open his account here. And that was a good one. There's not a lot you can do with these waves.
And here we go. In position is White. David taking off steep and deep right to the nose.
It gets a little overamped.
It materializes for
Martini.
Martini here.
Martini down the line there.
Martini says, I will take 2 olives, and I want that martini dirty.
Seven minutes, 30 seconds to go. Adam Martini, you've taken the lead. Flipper, you're now in second place. Josh Harding, you're in third. You need a 4.27 to get back into the top 2. Kyle, you're in fourth. David, you're in fifth. And Ty, currently in sixth.
Still a couple bumps forming up out the back.
7 minutes to go. Paul Shapino, shout out to contestant Matthew Hamilton from Mavericks, California. That's cool. We got a Mavs Charger out here.
He would be very accustomed to these
I
conditions.
was gonna say I don't know how he's gonna deal with these tiny
Beautiful
waves.
turn off the top for yellow there. That's
Oh
Flipper
my
McKinney.
goodness!
And
Oh,
diving into a closeout barrel.
that was your move, Tyler.
That is my signature maneuver. I always say, if it throws, it goes.
There'll be times where Tyler will call me and tell me the surf's firing, and I show up, and it is literally a 300-yard closeout barrel.
That's also because Maddie has a lack of desire of surfing anything with any tangible power.
5 minutes, 55 seconds to go. Flipper, you've gotten yourself into the lead. Josh Harding up and down. He's in third right now. Adam Martini, you're in second.
And Ty Cobb taking a knee wave down to the south there. I'm not entirely sure what score he's looking for with that maneuver, but we will see how the judges like it. Don't bring him up. Dude, you're good.
I don't know where that last chat went, but that was. I think that his name was Matthew that you're shouting out. That's awesome. We'll keep an eye out for him. Feel free to hit us up on the chat. We're stoked you're joining us. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. That is the 5-minute warning right there, folks. 5 minutes. And if you didn't notice, our horn decided to change sounds today. So we're not sure why, what happened there, but you know, that horn has a mind of its own, and now it wants to sound like that.
And we will let it. Now, Nathan Smith is commanding a pretty strong lead here. However, as we know, anything can happen. We're seeing just a couple of bumps stack up out the back. We'll see how these make their way into the beach. It has been a difficult morning so far, with the current conditions being about 2 at 10 and just about dead low tide. On the inside there, Josh Harding taking a look at this right. There's actually a nice little wave standing up for him.
Good little corner there. We haven't seen too many corners that stay open.
Dude, no worries, bro. No sweat. It's all good. Thanks, man.
Yes, please. Coffee is always needed. I feel like I could use about 6 more coffees. Yes, please. You're here to hear first, I guess. Adam Martini up on a right. He's in second place. He wants first, though. Let's see what he can do with that.
Beautiful big backside turn.
Pretty sure that's last year's winner of this event in the 40 to 49. Three minutes, 5 seconds to go. Adam, you improved your situation, but you're still not out in the lead yet. Flipper, you're still in first. Josh Harding, you need a 5.15 to move through to the semifinals. Kyle, you need a 6.72. David, you need a 6.9. And Ty, you need a 6.57. Adam Martini, you are in second place currently. You're holding on to that last spot to move on. You need a 4.26 to take the lead, though. Thank you. Oh, sweet. That's Adam taking a look at that left. Let's see what he can do. Nice little float. Does the most he can with that.
Beautiful big floater there, especially in these conditions.
We're back. Sorry, we're just getting some coffee here. We've been up since about 4:30 this morning, so we're running low on energy right now. That's yellow. Flipper McKinney, he's up and down there. Thanks for joining us today. Let us know where you're watching from. We're stoked you can join us. We're stoked we can bring this to you guys live. Make sure you hit subscribe and hit the little bell icon in case someone decides to unplug our internet router, which happened earlier today, midway through the first heat. Pretty interesting. I'm not sure who decides to unplug a router when they see it, but that's what happened. So make sure you hit that bell notification, and that will, if someone trips over another cord and we go down. And that's the end.
Right away, we see competitors lining up for this first little right. And in orange, That's Eric Spellmeyer.
His name had a spell on your voice there.
That's probably just the broccoli in my burrito.
Eric Spellmeyer in orange, Antonio Asagura in red, Tor Rockness, who's a staple out here, in blue, Ivan, wait, no, sorry, that's David Burris in green, Noel in yellow, and Eric Thompson in white.
And in orange, Eric Spellmeyer taking a look again.
Tough conditions out here today. It's small, it's clean, but there's not a lot of corners on offer at the moment. I think we'll see a lot better waves once the tide fills in. That's why we put the 40 to 49-year-olds out there. They're experienced, they're still in their prime. Make them work for it.
Gotta keep those guys young. If you're just joining us now for the first time down on the beach, welcome to the 24th Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic. This is where legends are made. The winner of every year's contest's name are etched in the top of the haystack rock by none other than Jeff Mellencop himself. Right up, grabbing rail, looking to tuck in white.
Eric Thompson.
Eric Thompson.
It's oh, that's why.
This surf contest is a long-standing tradition here in Pacific City. Several close friends have been surfing in this contest for years, and we remember those who have surfed in this contest who are no longer with us. This has been such an amazing event over the last, 2 decades here in Pacific City, being the 24th Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic. There is a lot of history here. And again, this is where legends are made. We have a whole large group of sponsors that we'll be thanking throughout the day. If you know somebody directly involved with the contest organization, give them a big hug and a high five and say thank you. Couldn't have done it without them. In blue, down below.
Rockness.
That's Tor Rockness. I would call that a barrel, Matty.
You're the barrel master, so I'm going to take your word for it there. And that is Eric. Getting
Over the
stylish
falls.
there.
We call him Over the Falls Spellmeyer.
That is a nickname I don't think he probably wants to have stick around. Melissa, yes, the crowd can hear us for most of the things, although sometimes I just talk to the live stream, and then sometimes I will turn my mic off and announce scores so it's not blasting in your guys' ears. But we actually, this year, we have 6 speakers or 4 speakers?
6 speakers, 4 cabinets.
Well, I don't know what that means, but we have a lot
You
more
do the
firepower to get people their information down on the beach. So it's kind of cool. Crowd's
On a
starting to fill
left, in red, that's Antonio. We haven't seen a lot of lefts come through, mostly just rights. We've seen people go lefts on rights, and we've seen people go right on lefts. However, we will see what they can do with each one of these waves coming through. You kind of have to do the best that you can with what you're given. It's a tight area here in this contest boundary. There's quite a bit of room, but it seems like the peaks are coming through right in front of the beach marshal, right in that flag right there.
For those of you watching, it looks like we almost have 40 people watching right now. Please just subscribe. You can unsubscribe later. Just subscribe and hit that bell notification. We had someone unplug our Wi-Fi midway through the first heat, and so
In
Hopefully
yellow
that
with a
won't
nice little
happen
cheater
again,
5, Noel Pearson.
But just in case, when that happens, unfortunately, when someone unplugs the Wi-Fi, the stream will go down. Just a side effect of not having internet. So if you subscribe and hit that bell notification, it will alert you once we get everything back on. Hopefully that just doesn't happen. But just in case, because I know we had a gaggle of people watching us earlier and then it just cut out, so that was a bummer.
And that is right, Maddie. A gaggle of people.
A gaggle.
The terminology you just used. An interesting choice of words. However, probably an accurate description.
Oh yeah, Melissa, who do you want us to shout out? We'll shout them out to you and tell them that you're watching. That is, there's no one. I'm actually watching the live stream on my computer here. It was tripping out. That's funny. I was like, that's not live.
And
There's
in
about
blue,
a
take look at
5-second
right.
delay, and that's just due to,
Nice little turn there.
but the audio and everything should be all synced up, hopefully, for you guys. Brian and Katie Kramer, all right. Send them a shout out there.
A bit of a bump showing up here as we close into the last 10 minutes of this heat.
Looks like David taking a look on this right, doesn't want it. Brian and Katie Kramer, you got a shout out from the live stream. Melissa Kramer is watching. You got some internet support.
And that's all you can really ask for, Maddie.
Absolutely. If I was in a contest, I'd want my fans to be watching me. That'd be awesome.
Maddie has a tremendous amount of internet support in his life.
Oh my god. I just walked right into that one. David up on a right. And that's also Eric Thompson on a right down the beach a bit. It's kind of a good little peak there just south.
Starting to kind of show up. Yeah, you're right, Maddie. As this tide comes in, I think we're going to just see some better shape.
7 minutes to go. Tor Rockness, you are currently in the lead. Noel Pearson, you're in second. David Burris, you're in third. Eric, you're in fourth.
There has been a change in position.
There's two Erics. Eric Spellmeyer, you're in fourth. Eric Thompson in fifth. And Antonio, you're in sixth right now.
They asked us to do a promotion for them. There's a band, Mojo's Rising, is playing at the Beechwood tonight. You don't have to do it now.
Rockness, you're in second place. Eric Spellmeyer going, oh! Eric putting his ticket in for Wipeout of the Day so far. That is the best one we've seen.
It's hard to tell, but I think that was an aerial reverse attempt.
I'm not sure, but it was epic.
I wonder how
Maybe
much...
check that guy for a concussion or whiplash or something. Tor Rockner is up on a right there. 5 minutes to go.
Literally, cheater 5 straight into a closeout barrel. That is what I like to see. I'm excited. That almost got me out of my chair.
Tyler has a new favorite surfer in this event, and his name is Tor Rockness.
Tor Rockness, you have my heart and my vote. Unfortunately, neither of those matter towards the points that you will be scoring today.
Tor Rockness, what a name.
Tor Rockness, if you ever want to trade off on some closeout barrels with me, hop into my DMs, brother. Some bumps out the back here, bigger set than we have seen almost all contest here. And again, Tor Rockness. All right, come on, third barrel of the day, Tor. Beautiful nose ride into the soup.
And we've got everyone scrambling for this wave, and no takers. But out the back, there's a bigger one. That's right. They call him Flipper, faster than lightning. Isn't that? It's been forever. I think I watched Flipper Dolphin.
In red, Antonio setting up on a pretty nice right, the face stretching out for him.
Oh, and out in front of him there, Eric Thompson. We were pretty separated on that wave. Oh!
I am loving this.
Tyler just is wanting to get out of the seat and go surf right now.
Is this the 2023 Cape Kiwanda barrel shootout today? I mean, I just don't even know what I'm looking at. We're seeing people going left, going right, grabbing rail, and just pulling into gaping barrels this morning here. And that is the kind of thing that I show up higher.
We've got 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Tor Rockness, you're currently in the lead. Noel Pearson, you're in second place, holding on to that last qualifying position to the semifinals.
The rest of the field is tight, Matty.
Antonio, you only need a 3.52 to move into the top two. Eric Thompson, you need a 4.75. You're in fourth. David, you need a 4.35. You're in fifth. And Eric Spellmeyer, you need a 4.87. You're in sixth right now.
Speak of Spellmeyer.
Spellmeyer on a good-looking wave. Let's see what he can do with it.
A lot happening there, Matty.
Comes a little unglued, unfortunately.
Eric Thompson, there we go. Little reform on the inside. Let's see if there's another barrel attempt.
The two Erics rooting for each other.
That is what the 24th Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic. You guys, this is some exciting live action. You're seeing it here first. There's no other place to see this as it's happening here right now.
That's not true, Tyler. You can see this on YouTube right now.
There is a 5-minute delay, however, so it's coming to you live in front of your eyes. If you're here, you're watching it live.
It's true. You get the action about 6 seconds before the people on YouTube get it.
And that is a luxury.
Yep. Tor Rockness' board just floating around in there.
There are boards, there are people, there is dogs running amok. This is the type of situation we like to be in, Matty. This is the Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic.
1 minute, 15 seconds to go. Tor Rockness still out in the lead. Eric Thompson with that last Hail Mary getting him into a second place. Noel Pearson, you need a 4.26 to get back into the top two. Antonio, need a 3.57. Eric Spellmeyer, you need a 4.43. And David, you need a 4.41.
You know,
a heat, 45 seconds to go.
I had to blink a few times, Matty. It looked like it was Puerto Escondido out here. We're just seeing spitting barrels. And let's see if Eric Thompson wants to have a look at another barrel roll. Interesting technique. Antonio taking a look at another right and says, not for me. There is 20 seconds left in this heat here, folks. And this has been one of the most exciting heats we have seen all morning.
Absolutely. This one, that last little set was great. 10 seconds to go. Situation's still the same. I think that's probably all she wrote. Ready to start whenever. Alright, let's go. Start it. Oh,
Five seconds to start time here, and that was a quick 5 seconds. Here we go, and we're off. This is Heat 5.
there we go. Heat 5 of round 1, men's 40 to 49. In red, John.
Beelfield, Matty. Use the letters and read them. That is how letters work. They spell things to which you can understand. That is John Beelfield in red. Matty currently having complications with his ability to understand the English language. In red, John Beelfield. In blue, Julio Silva. In green, Paul Crawford. In yellow, Nate King. In orange, David Schiaffino. And in white, Scott McLeod. That is David Schiaffino stretching out on that right, getting his feet in the wax with several maneuvers and one of the longer rides we have seen today. Only thing I can say is there were no barrels. However, I think the judges are going to like that wave quite a bit.
Did you say David Schiaffino?
That is exactly what I said.
That is a name I remember quite well from last year's contest.
Another name you've had difficulty saying, and I'm not surprised you remember it. Sometimes you remember things.
David Schiaffino last year absolutely crushed things. So let's see him today. He's already out in the lead.
Pretty quiet in here, you guys.
Can you hear us on the radio? No? Weird.
No. So the radio I got didn't work, but I switched with.
Thanks for being here. Send us your shout outs. We'll announce it to the crowd if you want. Let us know where you're watching from. We're stoked to have you. Make sure you hit that subscribe and bell notification just in case things go awry. You can be notified when we get back up. Hopefully we won't have that happen. Someone dropped a few quarters in the weigh machine already. Yeah, no doubt. We've seen one good set basically the whole morning.
Now, if it was a couple quarters that we needed, I would be tossing a lot of money in that thing. You know, we've seen some wave action so far, but it has been a pretty difficult setup this morning, especially with the low tide. And it does look like there is swell on the way, folks. So do not despair. There is some swell on the way.
Oh, unfortunate end there.
In orange, on the nose.
David on another one. he is the current heat leader, and he's just extending that lead right now. Ten minutes to go. David, you're out in the lead. Nate King, you're in second. Scott, you're in third. And the rest of you guys are waiting to open your account.
Matty is not used to being awake before 10 a.m., so it has been difficult for him this morning here.
It is early for me. I apologize. I will still continue to butcher names all day, but hopefully not as bad.
Good set coming in here. A couple people scrambling for position. We will see Scott having a look at this first one, but I think David Schiaffino is in the spot.
And he put on that Italian.
Can he put on a stallion? Is what Matty is trying to say. To be honest, I rarely understand half of what Matty is saying. Again, this is the Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic where legends are made. In yellow, Nate King driving down the line, making a nice little inside section. You can see quite a bit of sand getting sucked up in that inside barrel section we were seeing Tor Rockness flirt with last heat. We haven't really seen anybody go for broke. However, right here, right as I say that, David Schiaffino looking for shade from the sun. It is 8:45 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That means it is 15 minutes till it's legal to drink beer. And by legal, I mean just socially acceptable. I've been drinking beer since 7 a.m. this morning. And you know it. It's beer from the Pelican Brew Pub right next door. That's the only way we stay hydrated and motivated. And that is 10 minutes left in this heat, which is plenty of time. 6 minutes left in this heat, which is plenty of time to change the scores drastically. The ocean deciding to go flat right now, making it really tough to find good waves to post big scores. Matty, a wise man once said, the only things you need to do to win a surf contest are do big turns, do big airs, and get barreled. And those three things really are a main focus to make sure if you want to post a high score, just do big turns, do big airs, and get barreled. And right there, we're seeing David Schiaffino do a big turn.
That's right, Tyler. Big turns, big barrels. I don't really think big airs qualifies, though. I don't think it applies to a longboard contest.
I think it does, man. You just have to believe in it. In green, taking a glass axe to the forehead. That is Paul Crawford. And that is 5-minute warning. 5-minute warning in white. Scott McLeod.
Look at that right come through. No one in the spot.
Nobody in the
Except
spot.
for David Schiaffino, of course. Up on the nose, but can't hold on. How many waves has that guy got?
Multiple.
4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. David, you're out in the lead. Nate King, you're still in second place. Scott, you're in third. Paul in fourth. Julio, you're in fifth. And John, still sitting in sixth. Is John even out there?
It's hard to tell, Matty.
David, taking a look here. He's busy this morning.
Big
That guy
turn.
Must have had 6 coffees already to be this energetic.
That is his 8th wave score, folks. 8 waves. That is the total number of waves that the other competitors have caught.
Remember, he only gets 10, so he's going to have to be kind of choosy with these last 2.
What happens after 10 waves, Matty?
You just don't get scored on your 11th wave.
And that is a fact. It is a 10 wave limit, 10 scoreable wave limit. But in this conditions, I feel like you got to just go for just about everything you can.
Absolutely. Although I think in David's position now, I would just sit and wait for a bomb. David, you're way out in the lead right now with an 11.98. You basically, I mean, everyone else needs a Hail Mary to beat you. Hoopshoe Jenkins. Is that you, Tyler? That's a hell of a name. First 3 heats, they were surfing boat wakes. That's pretty much true. I've seen...
Poop Shoe, we really are glad you've chimed in here with that astute assessment.
Awesome. Oh, I think my mic went out. Weirdly enough.
And in orange, David Schiaffino. What a surprise. Again, on the inside left, several turns. Really making the best of these conditions, folks.
Sorry, I didn't realize my mic went out. But Poop Shoe Jenkins, that was the first 3 heats were surfing boat wakes. That's pretty funny. That's pretty true. We wish you guys were here too, Bruce and Linda. All right.
And that is about a minute and a half left in this heat here.
1 minute, 45 seconds to go.
Is that a dog or is that like a little badger running around there in the surf? One of the rare Oregon Coast badgers making an appearance here on the inside. Showing them that the Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic is family friendly. Look at that thing
Scott
move.
up on a right. Those of you on the live stream can see the badger running around on the inside that Tyler's talking about.
David Schiaffino again with a backside cheater 5 into a steep section. And
right
then,
through his competitors. That's just a power move at this point.
I love that kind of stuff.
1 minute to go. David way out in the lead. Nate King, you're holding on to second place. Scott, you only need a 3.29 to move on through. Paul Crawford, you need a 3.57. Julio, you need a 4.14. And John needs to show up. I don't think he's out there.
Yeah, not being out there will make it difficult for him to post scores.
What? What do you say?
And that is about 25 seconds left.
I couldn't hear that last thing. Oof. Repeat again, sorry.
And that is it for Heat 5. Heat 6 competitors are already in the water. It'll take a couple seconds to regroup.
We're going to take a little ad break here. We'll be right back. This is an ad from our Pelican.
Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime.
Leaders.
All right, we're back.
In yellow, Garrick Kranksky. In orange, Seth Marissi. And in white, Brian Kramer. That was orange, Seth Morrissey. Taking a look at a left, but not a lot going on there. Couple bumps out the back showing their face here, and people jockeying for position.
Moving on through from that last heat, David Chiafino and Nate King taking the top 2 spots. Congrats, you guys. That's Garrick up on that right in yellow. And Russell and Seth Morrissey both looking at that wave. Sorry for on the live feed here. Kelly went to go get us coffees, so we'll try to keep the action in frame.
In white on a small insider, Brian Kramer up to the nose.
Nice looking wave from Brian there. We got Melissa here watching.
Length of ride and runs off onto the beach, answering the call. Russell McClellan taking a look at a left.
Brian Kramer's got the live stream fan base here. Early on this heat, but Russell, you're out in the lead. Brian Kramer, you're currently in second. Garrick in third. Darren Brewster, you're in fourth. Seth Morrissey, you're in fifth. And Pete is waiting to open his account out there. He's sitting strong, biding his time.
Yeah, it's a hard call whether to be choosy and wait or just try to get some scores posted early on in a contest like this.
Seth Morrissey up on a right there.
And Russell taking off on a right, up to the nose.
Nice cheater 5
taking
there.
a look for cover.
Thank you guys for joining us on the live stream for the 24th annual Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic. We are stoked to have you guys here. This is heat. Let's confused. Sorry. Just looking at the wrong screen, but we are in Heat 6 of round 1. Men's 40 to 49. Kelly, what happened to our coffees? Oh,
In
okay.
white, Brian Kramer.
We don't get coffees, I guess. Linda Fitzgerald, go Brian. Man, Brian really has the web streaming fan base right now.
Is Brian an influencer?
Brian might be if he isn't, he should be.
Because he has quite the internet support here on the live stream, Brian. Several people are watching and wishing you luck. So don't let him down.
All right, guys. Those of you listening on the live stream, we've got our cameraman back because
Riders
the coffee line
up.
was too long.
And riders down. 3 people tried to take off on the same wave there, all in different areas of the wave. No portions of that wave really offered up many opportunities to post any high scores.
That was called a straight-hander.
That is exactly what that's called, Matty. In white, Brian Kramer taking another look and doing an interesting maneuver there where he never actually got to his feet.
10 minutes to go. 10 minutes. Brian Kramer, you're out in the lead right now. Seth Morrissey, who is currently up, he is in 3rd place at the point of that wave, but I think he might have changed his situation. Russell, you're currently in 2nd. Garrick in 4th. Darren Brewster in 5th. And Pete, you're in 6th. And yep, that's Seth Morrissey. You're now in 2nd place after that past wave. So Brian Kramer holding on to the lead. Seth, you need a 5.04 to take the lead. Russell, you're in 3rd. You need a 3.57 to get into the top 2. And there's Pete up on a little wave on the inside. It's not going to do much for him, unfortunately. The Orca Sisters pod, yes, please. Someone get me coffee pronto.
Talking points, sponsors, and announcer reminders.
8 minutes, 50 seconds to go.
Bro, does this say stroke the judges?
Brian Kramer on that right there. Paul, first heat for 50 to 59 is, let's see, that would be at 10:22 a.m. roughly, as long as we stay on schedule. So yeah, first heat round 1, heat 1 of 50 to 59 men's is 10:22. I don't think we had any ladies in that age division sign up this year. Up next is women's 40 to 49. Seven minutes, 35 seconds to go. Brian still out in the lead. Seth, you're in 2nd. Russell in 3rd. Garrick, you're in 4th. Darren in 5th. Pete, you're in 6th. Nice looking wave there by Russell.
And what a beautiful morning we have here in Pacific City, folks. If you're just making your way down to the beach, welcome. We're glad to have you. This is the 24th Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic, and there are a lot of people involved in making this possible. In orange, out the back, Seth
Morrissey. Oh, unfortunate. We talked about burn season earlier.
You know, it's been dry, Matty, and burn season should be closed.
Yep, it's really not recommended to burn anything today.
Darren Brewster
especially
starting a fire.
Your fellow
that right.
competitors. That was a rough one.
Right there, it looks like Darren Brewster may have received a violation.
Yep, he got that interference call, which halves your second best wave.
Which does not help you.
No, it makes it very difficult to move through the next heat, but it's still doable. He's still in a spot where he needs a big score. He probably needs 2 scores at this point, let's be honest. Seth Morrissey, you are out in the lead now. Seth Morrissey taking the lead. Brian Kramer, you're in second. Russell, you're still in third. Garrick in fourth. Pete, you're in fifth. And Darren Brewster now in sixth. Whoa, some fancy footwork there.
Yeah, fancy
from
indeed.
Russell.
A lot of movement coming from Russell there on his board. Again, the competitors who win their divisions will have their name etched in the top of the rock. Sunday night, Jeff Mellenkop, owner of Moment Surf Company, scales the rock after swimming from the beach in the ceremonial board shorts and climbing the...
I think he climbs the back side of the rock.
That's where the easiest way to climb up is, actually, is the back side of the rock. You can't see it, but there is a small ladder.
4 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Seth Morrissey out in front. That's Russell up on that wave. Wow, he is
flexible. That man must do yoga.
Oh my goodness.
That hurt my loins just watching.
Seth Morrissey has
just
a target on his back today.
Broke. That might have been the larger wave we've seen come through so far this morning, and just became an absolute disaster.
Seth Morrissey putting his ticket in for wipeout of the day.
Today is all about late drops and stanky hops, Matty. As we are going to be taking off deep and deep in these waves,
yep, and
drinking as much beer as we can.
Yep, well, I need a few more coffees before the beer starts.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
Yep, Brian Kramer up on the right, and we've seen...
Navigating a minefield.
What is happening here? It is... Apparently, it's burn season, because we're seeing a lot of burning here. It's just quite intense.
Yeah. 3 competitors receiving interferences, drastically changing the standings here.
Yep, that was wild.
And that is the last 2.5 minutes in this heat here. We're seeing a bit of wave action starting to show up this morning as the tide switches and makes its way back in. Gorgeous conditions here for the weather in Pacific City. It's a slight overcast that I think will be burning off here in the next couple hours. It's been a gorgeous last couple of days with some beautiful Oregon coast fall sunshine. And if you're thirsty, over the next hour or so, make your way up to the event tent as our good friends at Pelican Brewing will be pouring you deliciously tasty cold beers. And there'll be a variety of things to shop and peruse in this year's auction in the tent. In white, that is Brian Kramer again, grabbing rail and making some serious distance down the beach. A few of the criteria that the judges are looking for is wave selection, length of ride, and the quality of maneuvers. Speaking of maneuvers, Pete Deiters going over the falls. difficult conditions, as we've been mentioning this morning. But I think that's going to change here throughout the day. Brian Kramer and Seth Morrissey, 1 and 2 in the leaderboard for this heat here.
All right, I'm back.
With Russell McClellan
yes, we're back
closely behind them. Again, a minute left in this heat. Anything can happen.
A surfing and surf perch competition from Poop Shoe Jenkins.
Poop Shoe Jenkins, we appreciate your input, and we love the observations you're making.
I think that's a good idea. You know, they sit out there, catch a wave and some perch at the same time.
It's honestly a 2-for-1 discount.
Yeah. Down the beach there, that's green, Pete. "15 seconds to go. Brian, you're out in the lead still. Seth, you're in second. Russell taking off on this wave. Last hurrah here. And are we going to see another burn? Folks, burning season is closed.
So much going on in this heat.
It's just wild.
The most interferences we
Kelly,
have
we're
seen.
getting feedback that the focus is not great. Yeah. Kelly disagrees with you, Linda. He's going to work on it. Alex.
And that last wave actually seemed to bump Russell into second place.
Let's see. Well, we're going to let them... We're going to let the judges end the heat here, and then we will... give you the final announcements once that's done. And here we go. This is women's 40 to 49, round 1, heat 1.
And we're off.
Winners of that last heat coming in clutch at the end there. Russell in second place and Brian Kramer taking out the win. Chance says, "Come on, Kelly, missing the coffee and the focus."
What about you guys? Almost. They're setting it up right now. Yeah.
Alright, those of you guys on the web, the live feed, is the focus alright? It looks good to us, but you know, let us know if it's not looking good.
Here we are in
Kelly
the women's
says,
40
"Chance,
to
you need a better
49,
connection
round
to
1,
the internet."
heat 1. In red, that's Ray Bias. In blue, Catherine Odell. In green, Kathy Harding. In yellow, Katie Nance. In orange, Marini Goodyear. And in white, Tanny Machette.
Is that yellow or is that green? That is yellow. That was Katie Nance up on that little wave on the inside, opening her account. Marini, I'm pretty sure I butchered her name horribly the entire contest until she informed me during the awards ceremony
And then
that I was
even after
pronouncing it
that,
wrong.
you still mispronounced it.
Yep. She was killing it though last year.
Absolutely.
I mean, she was in the awards ceremony, so that tells you something.
Marini also one of the donators to the auction. Some beautiful art by Marini, who is out there surfing right now. Speaking of Marini, she was up and down on that closeout there. But make sure you guys make your way up at some point over the next day and tomorrow up into the event tent where you'll see a bunch of awesome items in the auction.
Absolutely. It's a great place to check out some cool things and get them for a great price for a good cause. Go Mariney! Yeah, we got some
green.
Mariney fans online right now watching you. Okay, focus looks good. People are saying Kelly is stoked. Kelly, now you've got Kelly paranoid over here. He's just watching the live stream while he's filming.
Deep takeoff on a steep section there. Kathy Harding having a difficult time making it through the bottom turn on that, as anybody would.
Yeah, that was not a easy looking wave. 11 minutes to go. 11 minutes 35 seconds actually, sorry. Katie, you're out in the lead. It's anyone's game though at this point.
In blue, Catherine Odell taking off on a beautiful right, making it through a tough, crumbly section. And again, just difficult conditions we're seeing here today, Maddie.
Absolutely, and there's a little puff of wind that's starting to come up, probably due to my comment earlier about there being no wind.
That's basically what happens, right when you said not a lick of wind, the wind licked back.
I have a feeling we're going to get licked heavily by the wind today.
Maddie is looking to get licked, and we are here at the 24th Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic where legends are made. Speaking of legends,
Rhea up on this right here, and that thing goes almost dry on her. I'm surprised that board didn't just stop. These are difficult conditions to surf in. It is about half a foot out there. Katie is on the board. Yep, she's got a 3.4 sitting in second place right now. Let me find out how this one progresses. So
long lines stretching out here.
top three go straight
on
to the
inside
finals.
in red, difficult,
Oh!
steep takeoff on that shallow bar right there, and in green,
Out the back,
big
green,
right,
nice looking,
grabbing rail through the
beautiful
bottom
wave
turn.
there. Oh, Kathy Harding coming unglued at the end. And then out the back on this right,
Mid-face takeoff for Catherine Odell that just
Catherine.
didn't quite pan out for her there.
there's one right behind it though. She might be in the spot. Let's see what
Redemption,
happens.
Steve in a deep place there.
Oh, we have our new leader of Wipeout of the Day there. Catherine Odell, your current heat leader. And that board is going as far away from her as it can go.
One of the downsides to not wearing a leash is exactly what you're seeing right now. The board is no longer connected to you. And just stuffing the nose, Rhea Bias on a steep takeoff again. She is looking for a barrel section, I just know it. Hunting the late takeoffs in the shallow sandbar right there. She's looking for cover. Catherine Odell making it back to her board and looking to return to the lineup right as a back-to-back large set comes right through the lineup again.
Yeah, this might be one of the bigger sets we've seen all day.
It's approaching the size where Maddie just says, you know what, I'm out of the water.
Well, you know, when you're 5 feet on a good day. This is head high for me.
What are you on a bad day, Matty?
Well, by the end of the day, I shrink a few inches. Wow, we got 70. Oh! Yeah, we. Oh my
Carnage
goodness.
all around.
Beatdowns.
We are watching just some serious pushing the boundaries. of
Kathy
what
Harding up on a
physically-
nice looking wave out the back there, though.
navigating through the carnage.
Using her local
Let
knowledge
the
here.
ride.
Oh! That last section is getting heavy. Tyler is wanting to get out there right now.
I'm sweating.
Rio, you've got a fan online. Got all sorts of fans for this heat. Oops, sorry about that. I just smacked my mic with the other mic. So top 3 move through. So currently that would be Kathy, Catherine, and Katie, but a lot can change in 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Murphy, thanks for tuning in. Silas, Scott, the Orchid Sister Pod, Marianne, Paul, Chance. Thank you guys for all tuning in. Make sure you hit subscribe and hit that little bell notification just in case someone unplugs our Wi-Fi again. For those that didn't hear, during our first heat, someone just decided to unplug the Wi-Fi router. It's kind of
And a nice right standing up.
a fun
And just
hectic
rolls right
morning.
through. That is a very tough section right there, Matty. Just south of the beach crew. It looks to be a really shallow sandbar in there that looks kind of nice as the wave is setting up. And then it seems like a lot of closeouts are breaking right on that shallow sandbar.
Yep, that's right where you would be sitting if you were out there, isn't it?
100%, I would paddle straight to that sandbar.
Marianne, your granddaughter in the dinosaur costume. Maybe Kelly can zoom in on that for the.
And that is 5 minutes left in Heat 1
the dinosaur costume down there.
of the women's 40 to 49 division. Kathy
Yep,
Harding
there she
holding
is.
the lead with an 11.5 combo, followed
Crushing
by
it. Is she
Catherine
gonna surf in
Odell
that thing?
with a 5.71.
Pretty epic. Kathy Harding, you're out in the lead. Catherine Odell in second.
And speaking of Kathy Harding, she is looking at that right.
Oh, can't quite get into it, and you can tell she was disappointed. Although it may have worked out, that thing kind of closed out on her. Catherine Odell taking a look here, but squeaking into it behind her. Oh my goodness, Rhea. 4 minutes to go. Katie Nance, you're in third. The top 3 go straight to the final here. Rhea, you only need a 1.2 to make it into the top 3. Tanny, you need a 1.42, and Marini, you need a 2.47. Tanny, you're in 5th. Marini, you're in 6th. Rhea, you're in 4th. The top 3 move on to the finals. You have 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Rhea's got the whole fan crew on there. She's close. She just needs one wave to put her through right now. It's definitely a close heat. Little set approaching out the back. No takers on that one.
And a couple big bumps out the back. There is almost 3 minutes, just inside 3 minutes left in this heat. Enough time to change the scores. Big carnage on the inside. Kathy Harding taking a look at this right. There's another one out back behind it. People and boards floating around on the inside. That was quite the cleanup set.
Yeah, That thing just shut down any chance of a score. It's tough when the waves don't give you a corner to work with. 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Situation is still the same. Kathy Harding up on a right there. Kathy has quite the cheering section on the inside. Silas says, Katie, keep it up. She's holding on to that last spot right now. One minute, 30 seconds to go.
We're going to have the added complication of some dory wake coming through this next set here.
Yep, that's just what you want. Maybe that'll break up the waves a bit for him.
It's possible that it would create a perfect wedge scenario. It's also possible it will destroy the set.
Thanks, Murray. Sorry about that. Our headsets keep just turning off randomly. So
We are inside a minute.
keep us honest with that. Is your headset still on?
It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell. Let me check the audio on that.
Check, check.
Back.
Check, check, check.
Tyler is
I think
there.
we're on.
Yep, Tyler's there. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, let me know if for some reason that turns off. It shouldn't be, but it has been. Catherine down the beach there, trying to improve her situation with 20 seconds to go. Situation still the same. Tanny, you need a 1.42. Marini, you need a 2.47. You have 10 seconds to go. All right, we're going to go to a quick ad break during this break between heats. Jeez, can't talk. We'll be right back.
I'm on the run, I've got no alibi for what I've done. Took what you treasure and I'm never gonna give it up. I left these empty streets and hide within the shadows. You think I'm low, but you don't know how low I'll go. I've been hunting for it, I've been planning for it. I'm the villain, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I've been hunting for it, I've been planning for it. I'm the villain, yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm the villain. I'm the villain. All the money in the world cannot protect you from me. You can flee, but never will you be free from
All right, we're back, and you guys didn't miss a single wave.
Judging all of the waves that come through.
That's Marissa taking a look and going down hard.
That makes this surf contest possible. We are off into Heat 2 of the women's 40 to 49 division. And that is the first minute down. In red, we have Angela Johnson. In blue, we have Kate Fox. In green, we have Tammy M. In yellow, Marissa Litz. In orange, Skydra Sholey. And in white, Hannah Purley. A lot of familiar names from last year's contest.
Absolutely. I remember Kate Fox was absolutely killing it last year.
Some of my favorite surfers to watch are right here in this heat, and they were absolutely charging last year as the swell peaked right during their heats finals. Some absolute standout surfing happening right in front of you, and you are watching it here live first. You're in it. You're a part of it.
What? Alex with the coffee delivery. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Oh, sweet. Sweet, thank you. Oh, we have coffee delivery. You're not going to use that other cream, are you? I don't want the sugar. I just want the cream.
Matty getting refilled with coffee to fuel his ability to read the English language. In this 1 cup of coffee brought to us by Alex Palace. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Matty will be putting 2 creams and 17 sugars in this 1 cup of coffee.
Hey, do we get to keep these mugs? These are sweet.
I would probably just keep it and ask for forgiveness later, Matty. Those are some nice mugs. And we're back to the action. It is Heat 2 coming to you live with 12 minutes left. We are seeing more sets.
Oh,
more
down the
frequent
beach
waves.
there. That's Skydra Sholey. Taking a look here, Kate Fox, and down the line there.
Kate Fox gliding
Kate Fox up on a nice looking wave.
Building through the inside.
That was one of the better waves we've seen during this heat. And it takes her to the lead right away. Kate, you're now in the lead. Skydra, you're in second. Tammy, you're in third. Hannah, you're in fourth. Angela, you are in fifth. And Marisa, you're in sixth right now. Top 3 go right to the finals. So this is a important heat. You really want to be in that top 3 position.
That is absolutely correct. This is where legends are made.
Brian Kramer, your dad, says, "Get me a sweatshirt, please." Hopefully you know his size, because he didn't tell me one. Maybe he'll tell me what size he wants, but Brian Kramer, you're on the hook for a sweatshirt for your dad. Murphy, yes, 23rd
a nice
annual
set stacking up
stuff
just to the
is-
south here.
If there's any left over, I think it'll be available on Moment Surf Company's website.
And we have a dinosaur on the beach.
But right now it's in person only. So if you know anyone down on the beach, call them up or tell me. I'll put them on the spot like I just did with Brian. Tell him to get you something. There's Jeff Mollenkopf walking down the beach, owner of Moment Surf Company. He'd be real embarrassed if he knew we were zooming in on him right now, but that's
what a
kinda...
fantastic stride that man has. He walks something resembling a flamingo.
Well, he's just
in the salt
he's saving
flats
his
of
energy
Africa.
for his long swim and his climb.
In the T-Rex outfit, that is Kate Fox's daughter.
Your current heat leader.
That is T-Rex Fox on the beach.
That's your new superhero name. T-Rex Fox.
Giving Kate that prehistoric motivation to win the contest.
That is a pretty epic T-Rex outfit. I actually think I saw that thing on Instagram last night.
I'm sure you did.
I was expecting to see the T-Rex on the beach today.
And here we go with a large set again, stacking up out the back. We're watching a lot more wave action and a lot more frequent waves showing up here this morning. We will see what these competitors can do with this. Kind of hard to track down, kind of running all over the place. Deep on this right in green.
Tammy up on a beauty of a wave. Oh! Ouch.
Getting vertical and inverted. Tammy M. absolutely charging.
Just a reminder that the next 2 heats are 20 minutes because they're the kids' finals.
8 minutes, 15 seconds to go. The situation in the water has changed. Tammy, you are currently in the lead by .1. It is a very close heat. Kate Fox, you're in second. Skydra, you're in third. Hannah Purley, that's Kate Fox on another one on the inside there. Hannah Purley, you're in fourth. That's Skydra up on a right. Man, everyone's getting waves now. Hannah up on a nice one out the back there. That one actually opened up for her, and she's cruising all the way through. 7 minutes, 35 seconds to go. And this heat has just gotten super exciting. This might be the best heat of the day so far. I'll wait until all the scores lock in from that last little run and then update you guys out in the water.
They pouring beer again?
Up on that right, Tammy. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go.
Are there cans of beer available? There are, yeah.
Tyler is hankering for the beer at 9:30 in the morning.
Actually, I don't know if they're out here yet.
6 minutes and 20 seconds to go here.
And we're back.
All right, the situation in the water is a little different than earlier. Kate Fox, you're out in the lead. Skydra, you're in second place. Hannah Purley, you're now in third. Tammy, you're currently in fourth. You need a 3.58 to make it into the top three. Angela, you need a 6.85. And Marisa, you need a 7.7. Oh, God, I got to stand up. It's too much. The judges do have their hands full. Scott, I'm going to actually thank you for the reminder. The judges have their hands full on this one. As reminded by the people watching on the live stream, this is a heck of a heat. A big shout out to the judges. They have literally the toughest job of anyone around here. They have to sit here and watch and judge all day long with no breaks, no water. We starve them. We don't feed them. No coffee. It's just basically torture over there. And big props to them for getting through it. No, but in all seriousness, I am not jealous of that job. I just get to sit here and commentate, but not actually make the decisions that have people go through or go home crying.
That's exactly right, Maddie. What we say is heard, but does not matter in any way.
Yes.
And most of what we say has a massive lack of relevance to anything that's happening here today. And that's why we show up. That's why we come back year after year for the last 2 years.
Yes.
To just keep being the noise vibrating, the hairs in your ear holes.
4 minutes to go. Kate Fox, you're still out in the lead. Skydra, you're still in second. Hannah, you're still in third. Tammy, you're still needing a 3.58. Angela, still needing a 6.85. And Marisa needing a 7.7. Oh my goodness, I just saw that wave spit. That was insane.
And that's exactly what we're looking for here, Maddie. Again, one of the big scoring criterias is stand-up barrels. We are looking for stand-up barrels on this tail section and the shallow bar. And as we...
Kate Fox taking a look at this one, and that one's lining up nicely for her. Your current heat leader.
Beautiful
and
ride.
Skydra, who's in second place
Deep
on a
takeoff.
nice wave. Oh!
You know, Maddie, that looks exactly like something you would have done.
Yep, I would have absolutely not gone for that barrel. And you would have never let me live it down.
That's true. Again, we are inside 3 minutes here. And this has been an action-packed heat.
2 minutes, 40 seconds to go. You know, sometimes it's better to surf another day rather than wreck yourself on a 2-foot barrel.
Maddie, you and I both have a different outlook on what it means to just go.
Situation in the water is still the same. Kate still out in front. Skydra in second. Hannah in third. Tammy still needing a 3.58 to move on. Angela needing a 6.85, and Marisa needing a big score.
And in blue, Kate Fox, your heat leader, down the beach, picking off a beautiful right.
Nice looking wave there. Skydra taking a look here. I don't think that's going to improve her situation. Thank you guys, Poop Shoe Jenkins and Scott. We appreciate this support. We're having fun over here. I'm actually starting to wake up a little bit, which is nice. I feel like I've been in a fog for 5 hours already. Only took 3 cups of coffee to get me there.
Maddie is one of those classic 16 hours a night of sleep kind of guys.
You know, I'm a true believer that you need some sleep to function correctly, and I did not get that sleep last night.
You know, it's just what happens.
I'm also a true believer that it starts going off at 9:30. That dawn patrol is useless.
You know, it's hard to tell.
Tammy up on her right there, going down. She's got 40 seconds to get out the back and try to get one more. And it looks like the no leash might be biting her right now.
Tammy getting her exercise in for the day.
Yep.
I hope she has her Apple Watch on. You know, most people really love those little goal accomplishments on the Apple Watch or the Samsung Watch.
You know, I know where you're going with this, Tyler, and it's just because you're not old enough. I have one. Sometimes it's nice to hit a goal.
Maddie hits his goals about every 4 to 7 days.
That's
And that's because
no, I just cheat and I make my goals lower.
The strenuous line of work that Maddie is in with the physical labor and the physical demand it takes to design websites.
All right, that is the start of the boys 12 and under final heat 1. These are 20-minute heats. These are 2 finals, and then we will keep the scores hidden, and no one will know what happens except for us.
The board is hanging in the tent, too.
And then tomorrow during the awards ceremony, we'll announce the winners.
I just had a quick visit from the one and only Susan Russo, otherwise known as the White Leopard. And I'm getting reports that the silent auction is starting in 20 minutes at 10 o'clock. And in there will be raffle tickets available for not only
I'm
just
sorry,
the
this
Russo
is
surfboard,
actually
but
a
several
final,
other
and the
shapers.
next is the girls 12 and under final.
You guys want to know when people aren't checking in?
For those of you on the live stream, we're not ignoring you. We're just trying to work out some walkie-talkie issues for communication, so we'll be right back. Oh my goodness.
Look at this inside right going
the
unridden down the beach.
biggest-
Folks who have heats coming up here soon, you may want to be taking note of where some of these waves are breaking. This is the boys 12 and under final.
You guys all good? Yeah.
Chris Morgan, bummed that you're stuck at home, shredded your leg river surfing. You know, surfing in the river is dangerous.
And it never did anything.
I personally try to avoid rivers at all costs. So
In green, taking off grab rail. Going full commit. That was Bruce Jessel.
Bruce Jessel,
Oh, actually incorrect. Sorry, that is yellow. That was
Oh,
Baker
sorry.
Stewart.
Baker Stewart, Bruce Jessel is sitting out the back. Our bad.
And again, another little pulse of waves here. We're seeing quite a wide playing field and some different bars that the waves are taking shape on. However, we're seeing this consistent right with a drop knee turn and a late takeoff. Walter
Barons.
Behrens. Yeah, this is the 12 and under final.
These are the smallest Groms out there, and it's the biggest it's been all day. Quite the combination.
And a lot of wave action showing up here today for the boys 12 and under final. Baker Stewart posting some scores, and that's him again on the inside. the final.
Huge
Holy
set coming
smokes.
through out the back. This is the biggest set we've seen all day.
This is what we refer to as a BOTD. That is the bomb of the day. Breaking out the back and reforming its way on the inside. Will anybody be in position?
It looks
for
like
this?
Bruce Jessel is scratching for the horizon to
Bruce
see if
is
he can
taking a
get in the
look.
spot.
This wave is cleaning back up on the inside.
Doesn't want a piece of it. That's okay though. It looks like that would end in destruction on the inside anyway. We're currently figuring out why walkie-talkies have died off as use.
A lot of
BOTD, yep, that is something Tyler and I always try to egg each other on when we're surfing together to get each other to go on crappier waves while we wait for the better waves out the back. Ron Wilson, you're welcome. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you and everyone else tuning into the live stream. This might be the most amount of people watching so far, 64. That's awesome. If hold on, I'll be right back. We're quickly figuring out why people don't use walkie-talkies for communication anymore, as they're not very reliable. 10 minutes, 15 seconds to go. 10 minutes and 5 seconds to go. I will be announcing scores here shortly, and I'll do it one more time at the 5-minute warning, and then I'm going to go silent. Actually, you know what? Should we do 5 minutes?
Matty, you can do whatever you'd like,
We're
but I
making
would
this
say
up on the fly.
let's do a 5-minute final score call so that they can announce the winners of this final heat at the awards ceremony tomorrow.
That is Baker Stewart up on the inside.
There is a dory boat on the way in, and if you're a beachgoer, make sure you keep your eyes out to sea,
Yep. If
allowing
you're,
plenty of room for these dories to make their way in.
Walking on the beach right now, look west. There might be a boat headed right towards you. Crisis averted.
And a bit of lull between sets here.
No one wants to get hit by a boat.
Unless you're into
9
that kind of
minutes
thing.
to go. Current situation in the water. Baker Stewart out in the lead. Walter Behrens in second. And everyone else is currently tied for third. I'll give you one more scoring right at the 5-minute mark.
Matty, I'm seeing bumps out to sea here. That means another set. And we are just seeing
Thanks
a
for tuning
bunch
in,
more
Ross.
wave action
Appreciate
coming
you.
through in the last 30, 40 minutes than we've seen all morning so far. Again, I think we're going to continue to see this swell build throughout today and tomorrow. Waves breaking up in the cove, and we're seeing a couple of these deeper rights stretch out through the north contest boundary. Taking a look at this first one in red was Everett. However, it did not materialize.
He might be in the
him.
spot for the next one, though. We'll see. Nope, he's got himself too deep. Good decision to get out of there. Out the back is one of the bigger sets we've seen, though.
Some dory wake coming through, and down south we're seeing some nice little rights peeling off down there.
7 minutes, 50 seconds to go. This is pretty awesome to see these 12 and unders out there by themselves, absolutely killing it.
That's true. You're looking at the future generations of Pacific Northwest surfers right in front of you right now. Make sure if you're an older individual surfing in this contest, you're offering words of encouragement and nothing but stoke for these young people.
Oh my goodness, nice little wave here. Whoa!
2 up, actually trying to do a large top turn right there, just not being able to wrap it back around was Merrick Lawrence. It's head high out there for you, Matty.
I think a couple of these guys are taller than I am.
I would say most of them are taller than you are.
6 minutes, 40 seconds to go.
Do you want to just zoom out? And we're closing in on the 5-minute mark right here with a set. There's the 5-minute mark.
5 minutes to go. Baker Stewart, you're currently in the lead. Merrick Lorenz, you're in second. Walter Behrens in third. And the rest of you are tied for fourth. And that's the last scoring update I will give you. Also, if you're on the beach, there seems to be another dory coming in.
That is a dory en route right there. Make sure you clear a good path for them to make it in.
Guys paddling out, paddle south real quick. Also, if you're in the shore break over there, please stand up and get out of there. Appreciate those long honkings of the dory horns. It's nice that they give us a warning.
Matty always loves a good long honking.
Mervyn, yes, the scoring on...
Nice couple of turns there for
I'm sorry, I
Baker
didn't realize
Stewart.
my mic was off, but yeah, the scoring is no longer live because this is a final, and the basically we do the awards for all the finals. We hide the scores until the last day during the award ceremony. But I did give an update. Probably did not go through because my mic was off, but at 5 minutes it was Baker Stewart in the lead, Merrick in second, Walter Behrens in third, and the final three were tied for fourth.
We are in the last 3 minutes of this boys 12 and under final. Make sure if you are on the beach when this final comes to a close, we are giving a huge round of applause to these young guys for going out here and charging. And shortly followed after them is the same age group of girls out here absolutely pushing the limits and showing what is possible and giving us a look into the future of Pacific Northwest surfing. Right here we're seeing a set. Again, we have 2.5 minutes left.
Big set coming through right now. That was Everett charging on that one on the inside. Two minutes to go. 2 minutes. This is your boys 12 and under final. Up next, girls 12 and under final. Another 20-minute heat.
Just about a minute and a half left. In white on the inside, Walter Behrens making the best of that inside wave there. And just a little bit of time left. Again, this is the boys 12 and under final. Check.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Just making sure we're still with you on the live stream. Again, you are here in the booth with the one and only Maddie Starr.
Oh.
That is...
Who was that? That was
I think
Baker
that was
Stewart.
Baker again.
Yep.
And
Out
a
the
beautiful
back.
set.
Oh my goodness.
With 30 seconds left, we'll see if anybody here can change their standing. Unfortunately, everybody is caught on the inside, except for there in green having a look and just not deciding to take a go at that one. We are seeing so many more waves coming through here in the last 30, 40 minutes than we've seen all morning. You guys, this contest is going to shape up to be one to be at, and you guys are here watching it live. We also want to just say hey to all of our friends at home right now who are watching us on the live stream. Folks on the beach, if you got family and friends back at home, make sure you send them over to momentsurfco.com. And that is it.
And you can head right to the SurfCam page.
That is it for the boys 12 and under final. Make sure if you are on the beach, you are giving them a big round of applause, high fives, big hugs. It is all stoked for these young chargers out here. And you guys, this next heat is a heat to watch. You guys, this is the girls 12 and under final. I don't know if you guys were here last year, but last year the girls 12 and under final was one of the most mental finals we have ever seen here in Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic history. It was well overhead, and these girls were absolutely charging. It was motivational to say the least. It was something that I will absolutely never forget. And there we go with the girls 12 and under final.
Here we go. 20 minutes. In red, we've got Cameron Tara Baker. In blue, Sailor Houston. And in green, Annalise. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. because I'm going to butcher it. I'm sorry. Maybe Tyler can do that for me.
Ackrich.
That wasn't that hard.
Not that difficult, Maddie. Especially if you just use the letters to read the word. Right away, we're just seeing waves standing up. And you guys, these three girls are ready to go to battle. We are watching these young warriors, both girls and boys, absolutely showing off what the future has in store for us here in the Pacific Northwest. Let's just give another big round of applause for the boys 12 and under finalists as they're making their way up the beach. Absolutely awesome to see, and to tell you the truth, this is what this contest is all about. It's showing that everybody, no matter where you're from or who you are or what age you are, that you can be out here surfing and be welcomed here in this place. Here comes a set, couple waves stacking up out the back, and these girls are looking to position themselves for the best possible place to take off.
Absolutely, Tyler. It looks like these girls have a different heat strategy than the heat before. They're all sitting out the back waiting for those bombs, it seems.
Well, we were seeing a lot of larger set waves come through last heat than we have the entire rest of the morning. So it's not a bad idea to sit out there and be patient, trying to post a large score early on and making sure you can stack that with a combo after you already have a comfortable score on the board.
Those on the beach, here comes another dory. Make sure you don't get run over. This one not using their horn like the last one.
Trying to take off in red. Late
Huge
drop.
wave by Cameron. That was a sick drop.
That's Cam Baker. She's known around here as Grab Rail Barrel Baker. As well as Big Turn Baker. And Cutbat Baker.
16 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Cam, the daughter of contest director Lisa Baker, who has put this whole thing together for you guys. That is not an easy job, let me tell you. Huge amounts of work go into making this thing happen, and this year that was basically mostly all on Lisa.
And look what we have. Bomb set out the back. Cam Baker having a look at this first right. In position.
She's going for it.
Oh, it just stuffs the nose just a bit too deep, but look at that thing peel off on the inside.
She wanted that one.
Still plenty of time as these final heats are 20 minutes, so there's 15 minutes left. Deep! Oh,
my
man,
goodness.
over the falls.
Annalise going for broke.
That is showing you the level of commitment these young ladies have. There we
Cam
go, Cam
Baker
Baker
out
taking
the
off grab rail.
Nice looking wave there.
I'm 85% sure Maddie Starr would not have made that drop.
Absolutely not.
Cam Baker absolutely showing the local knowledge here and the level of comfort she has out here in larger surf.
That was a great wave.
Oh, that was awesome.
And Annalise had an amazing attempt there and got smoked, but man, she charged it.
And she's ready to go turn right back around and go find some more.
Yep. $15 minutes to go, just under 15 minutes. Your current situation, Cameron out in the lead. Sailor and Annalise tied for second right now. We'll announce the scores all the way up to the 5-minute mark, and then we're going to go silent because this is a final, and these girls will find out tomorrow how they did.
And again, back for you folks online watching, just to re-answer the question that was asked in the last heat, the scores are hidden on finals so that they can be somewhat of a surprise during the awards ceremony. So if you aren't seeing the live scoring show up on your screen, that is exactly why. I just got word that the silent auction is up and bids are ready to be placed up here in the contest, or rather the event tent right next to us up here on the beach. Also, that silent auction is online.
Yeah, for those of you watching, you can go to the silent auction website, which I believe is at Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic.com. I think you can find a link. Yeah, it's on 32 auctions if you can't find it there. But you can bid on stuff and outbid people that are here in person, and we'll get you the gear.
Several lines showing up out the back, and the only one out in the lineup right now is Cam Baker. Scratching a bit north, trying to assess the situation of where this wave is.
Sailor Houston taking a little whitewater on the inside there. One of the bigger sets of the day that we've seen during this heat. And it's non-stop. "12 minutes, 45 seconds to go."
Cam Baker turning and having a look at this peak here.
Looks like Annalise is running back up the beach to get around. She got stuck down there. Let's give her a big round of applause. Cheer her on. Get her stoked to get back out there. Cam out the back hunting.
And there is just a tremendous amount of wave action this heat. We're not really seeing the lulls in the sets like we were seeing this morning. Now, that is also because the tide is turning around. It's on its way back in right now, and we have some growing swell. So, you know, these competitors can only expect more waves and larger waves for the heats that are to come for the rest of the day.
Sailor and Annalise running around. Give them a big hand. Cheer them on and get them back out there. There looks to be another dory coming in as well, so keep your eyes peeled and make sure that doesn't land on top of you.
That's correct. Another dory inbound. Actually, that's two dories inbound.
Yep, two. What's this one doing? Dories everywhere.
There are dories just about in every direction you look. We like to call this a West Side Dory. One of the famous films actually originated here in Pacific City.
Cam taking a look here.
Competitors are almost back to the outside here.
There is one more dory coming in. If you're just north of the contest zone, make sure you don't keep an eye out on that dory coming in.
And that's 10 minutes right there. We got 10 minutes left in this girls 12 and under final. The ocean lays flat here for just a second and offers us an opportunity to give a huge thanks to a few of our sponsors. One of those, and you know the name, Moment Surf Company. You guys, we couldn't have done this without Moment. And right alongside them, Pelican Brewing Company. two prominent features of this town and absolutely doing everything they can to not only make this contest possible, but make it so great for everybody involved. Alexandra Palace, you'll see her running around taking photos, and you've probably seen her as a familiar face of a local here in Pacific City. Art by Todd Fisher. If you're wearing a sweatshirt from the last couple years, or a hat, or some new merch that's in the tent, it's probably hand-drawn by the art by Todd Fisher. Here we go with some bumps.
Huge set coming through out the back.
And you can see this set stretch all the way up to the Cape and a ways down to the south point of the contest parameters here. And this is just an absolute block-out set right now. I think we're going to have a lot of closeouts, but let's see if any of these ladies try to just charge into one of these bombs here. Cam Baker turning, having a look.
Cam smartly pulling out of that one. I think you would have gone and just gotten destroyed.
I just never look back, man.
Big closeout set rolling through. Maybe some of these smaller ones out the back will shape up a bit better.
And we are inside of 10 minutes left in this heat. We got about 8 minutes left. Sorry, folks, on the live stream. I keep realizing that my headset continues to turn off.
What? The live stream likes your West Side Dory.
Oh, come on, you guys. If you haven't rented it at Blockbuster, make sure you head over there at a Blockbuster near you to rent the West Side Dory. A love story of sorts.
I'm not sure I want to rent that.
Oh, Maddie, you want to rent it. You won't find it on Amazon Prime, and you will not find it on Netflix. However, it may be at a Blockbuster near you.
Well, there is one Blockbuster left, right? It's over in Bend.
Which you may be near. If you're listening to this, there's a chance you are near the only Blockbuster left.
7 minutes to go. For those of you watching on the live stream, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification just in case. Helps refine the stream in case someone decides to unplug the Wi-Fi.
If you guys are just making your way to the beach for the first time this morning, we are glad to have you here at the 24th Cape Kiwanda Longboard Classic, where legends are made. This is for all the bragging rights, this is for all the glory, and this is for all the honor. Every winner of this contest, their name will be etched in the top of the Haystack Rock here in Pacific City for all eternity to see. Jeff Mellenkop of Moment Surf Company himself swims from the beach right after the award ceremony on Sunday night after the sun has set, with the ceremonial marking stick, and a hand engraves every competitor winner's name in the top of that rock. It is an absolute honor to be involved in this contest that is etched into time. ODFW is going to be like, hold on.
Wait a minute.
ODFW has entered the chat.
Yeah, ODFW is like, we are flagging this contest until we have confirmation that no
Sorry,
bird
guys,
habitat
this
is
the
being
last
damaged.
year we're running this contest because our permits are not going to get issued next
What
year.
is the famous bird that we have here? The spotted boobies?
The snowy plover.
The snowy... the snowy flubber.
That is 5 minutes. That's your 5-minute warning. Last heat update. Cameron out in the lead. Sailor and Annalise tied for second, and I will be going dark with the scores after this. Still plenty of time for this one to change, so get some waves, get some rides, post some scores.
Well said, Matty. And that is exactly what you're looking to do in a surf contest. When everything is scored while you're surfing.
Remember, big turns, big barrels, and big airs. We should replace that though, because it's a longboard contest. Big nose rides. That's how you win. Or if you're Tyler, you just go for a closeout barrel every wave.
If it ain't closing out, it ain't that cool.
3 minutes, 40 seconds to go.
Again, you guys, this is the girls 12 and under final. And we're already seeing just such great surfing happening here today, this morning. And we're just scratching the surface of the contest. It's only 10:17 a.m. And
It
Maddie
feels
and I
like
are
it's
only
4
7
o'clock.
beers deep.
You wish.
On the inside in blue, Sailor having a look at that right, and it just wasn't enough.
Up next is the men's 50 to 59. They are paddling out currently. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes. If you guys are here live watching and have family member, oh wait, out the back, Cam.
Late drop,
Nice
Cam.
looking drop there.
Late drop, Baker. Hooking into another one.
Nice wave by Cam. If you guys are watching here live but have family members or friends that couldn't make it, we are live streaming this event. They can join you, they can shout you out, we can make fun of you from here from your friends' requests. So tell them to go to momentsurfco.com and go to the SurfCam page where you can find the live stream, or you just look up Moment Surf on YouTube.
That is exactly correct. And later this afternoon, Matty Starr will be signing autographs up here at the announcer's tent, so make sure to stop by at 11:46 a.m.
Cam out the back on another one.
Hard to find a corner, but Cam is making it look surfable out here. It is tough conditions. We're seeing a variety of wave sizes, a bunch of different locations of sets breaking all up and down the contest zone. And these girls, these 12 and under girls, are ones to absolutely take note from. They are doing the best they can to find the best possible waves to post the highest scores.
They are absolutely charging out here. The swell has picked up quite a bit from this morning. And the swell's forecasted to come up tomorrow. That's why we're running these groms early today to make sure it's not too crazy. Last year it was a little much.
Yeah, it was pumping last year on the finals day. It was absolutely insane. It was well overhead with almost double
Sailor
overhead
taking a
sets.
look there. Can't quite get into it. 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds. Annalise, oh, can't quite get into that one. It's a good effort.
And we are under
There's
30
one out
seconds.
the back. She might be in the spot. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. And that's all for the girls 12 and under final. Let's give them a huge round of applause. That was a huge effort.
Make sure if you are down on the beach, you are swarming these young ladies. They are absolutely out here charging and showing you what is possible for the future of Pacific Northwest surfing. We are so excited to have these young ladies a part of this contest, and it's incredibly motivational to see what the future has in store. We always hope that the future is bigger than brighter than even what we've had the opportunity to have, and we have the ability to make that possible. Let's make sure we're encouraging every other fellow competitor and friend on the beach here today, specifically and especially these young men and women who are out here going to battle in these conditions.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Tyler. And that is the start of round 1, heat 1 of
right
men's
away
50 to 59.
in green off the buzzer.
Matthew Hamilton right away.
Gorgeous right,
Finding a
grabbing
wave
rail.
that we haven't seen for 30 minutes. That was insane.
Well done, Matthew Hamilton. Almost just the luck of the draw there, right off the start buzzer.
Seriously.
Locking into a beautiful right.
We've seen 30, 40 minutes of closeouts, and their one opens up as soon as his heat starts.
And in white, that's Wade McCulloch.
Wade.
Grabbing rail, going backside into this right, having a tough go on that inside section. We got some bumps out the back. And just to thank a couple more of the amazing sponsors that have been a part of this event. Bauer Surfboards. Make your way into the tent. Take a look. There is a Bauer surfboard, I believe, that is on display here at the auction. In yellow, taking a look at an inside right, that is Matt Clark. Gorgeous cross-stepping through the inside and a steep takeoff for blue, but just not being able to get to the feet on that one. Back to our sponsors, the Billabong. You know them. You've worn them. Billabong, a huge sponsor of this event, donating some awesome stuff. Block Surf. Brand surfboards, again, another surfboard shaper that I believe will be a part of Coastal Craft,
Hopefully
as well as have a board on auction.
Kelly, the camera pro, is out wandering around.
Captain Coconut, Catch Surf, Coast Commerce Solutions. Maddie, you tell me a little bit about Coast Commerce Solutions?
With Coast Commerce Solutions, we have solutions for your problems.
You've heard it here first, folks. If you have a problem with your coastal commerce, Maddie has solutions.
That's true. And that is Scott Oda on the inside, and then out the back, Jason.
I guess it's been coming in and out of focus. Is that what
It was just a little out of focus, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. What's up, Pat? How you doing, buddy?
They're all set.
Okay. Will you let the competitors know that there's
Competitors and beachgoers, there is a water refill station. If you have a water bottle with you, right up next to us at the Surfrider table, there is a place you can refill your water. We also want to thank Surfrider for being at this event and for doing what they've done for our whole coastal region. There was some folks out here with Surfrider jackets on cleaning up some trash on the beach, so make sure if you bring it here, you pack it out. Back to the action. A bit of a pulse showing up here with another wave coming through and trying to scratch into position. Matt Clark
taking a look here. Can't quite get in, but Glenn Hawk in the spot. Oh! Going down hard.
And in orange, scratching.
Jason up on a nice one, avoiding the burn season and getting smoked at the end.
Man, there is
you got glass axed at the end there.
That is the clean guillotine.
It just started going
Shout
here in
out
the
to
last
the Bauer
hour.
boards,
It was
sign
small this
shaping
morning,
of
too small.
several
But then when the tide switched, it started
of
pulsing and it's
Linda's.
jumped up quite a bit.
Or Bruce's, sorry. I'm not sure what. But yeah, Bauer has been a supporter of this event.
For a long time.
Yep. Bauer shaping one today?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he's here at the Coastal Craft event. Great to have him.
And a couple bumps.
10 minutes. Scott Oda up on a nice looking wave. Let's see what it can do. It just shuts down on him.
Hey.
9 minutes, 50 seconds to go. You guys killed it. You're out in the lead. Scott Oda, you're in second place. Matt Clark, you're in third. Matthew Hamilton, you're in fourth. Wade McCulloch, you're in fifth. And Glenn Hawk, you're currently sitting in sixth. The top three move on to a semifinal. All you got to do is get first, second, or third, and you'll be moving on to tomorrow. Right now, that's Jason Scott and Matt Clark. Matthew, you need only a .92 at this point. You're real close. Wade McCulloch, you only need a 2.01. And Glenn Hawk, you only need a 3.86 to move into the top three.
That just goes to show you how tight these heats can be when you are placing two of your highest wave scores into combination for your total heat score.
Glenn Hawk looking to build his score line there.
Were you able to focus it?
On the live stream, does it look a little more? Does it look focused to you guys? It's looking focused to us, but this one's
And down south, grabbing rail in white, that is Wade McCulloch on a right that actually stays open for him down there.
Spinning on this one, Matt Clark, but that does not look like it's going anywhere for him. Some lines coming through out the back. Your current heat leader taking a look, Jason.
Highlighting.
Oh, and he just comes unglued. I know that feeling too well. Overexcitement gets the best of him, and he runs right off the end of the board. That's a heartbreaker when that happens. Still plenty of time, and he's in a good spot anyway. He's still leading with a 9.2 currently. 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Scott, you're in second. Wade, you're in third. Matt Clark still in fourth. Matthew Hamilton, you're in fifth. And Glenn Hawk in sixth.
And on the inside in blue, Scott Oda taking a look at this nice little right that's actually reforming up for him. Little turn off the top with some easy looking style there.
Beautiful style with that little floater there from Scott. He's riding a big single fin. That classic longboard style. Kind of love to see it.
It's that classic style.
He just got domed in the head with a frisbee. Not quite wide enough for you guys on the live stream to see that one, but that was kind of hilarious. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Matt Clark, you're currently in fourth. You need a 4.19 to move into the top three. Matthew Hamilton, you're in fifth. You only need a 3.6 to move into the top three. And Glenn Hawk, you need a 6.53 right now. These conditions are probably maybe two waves. You're in the stream.
Right there, bomb set in white down south. Wade McCulloch in position, trying to get over the hump on this thing.
Oh, can't quite get into it. Five minutes, 30 seconds to go.
And that is just about 5 minutes left in this heat. We've already seen some great waves ridden by all surfers in this heat. And that's the 5-minute buzzer warning right there. Just to jump back and thank a few more of our sponsors. Coldwater Coffee. If you guys haven't tried them yet, make your way back over across the street from the Shell station and find your way to Coldwater Coffee. They got awesome caffeinated beverages and some other snacks you can't miss. Creatures of Leisure and Dakine. And in red on the inside, that's Glenn Hawk. Trying to strengthen the position here. And just up to his north in blue, Scott Oda. Nice little top turn, making it around that tough little foam ball section, and a big closeout turn for Scott Oda. I really feel like the judges are going to like that one as he fit in a few different maneuvers on that one wave. With the conditions we have today and a lot of closing out waves, it's been difficult for competitors to make several maneuvers on one wave. So it really comes down to patience and wave choice as well as a bit of luck to get these higher scores to secure your position. Got a couple dories inbound here out the back, so just beware if you're on the beach or in the water. And again, in white down south, trying to make it through that section with a little bit of a struggle there. And we are
Yeah,
at
we're
about
back.
a 2.5
Sorry about that.
minute mark prior to the end of this heat.
2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Scott Oda, you're now in the lead. Jason, you're in second place. Wade McCulloch, you're in third. Matt Clark, you need a 4.19 to get into the top three. Matthew Hamilton, you need a 3.6 to get into the top three. And Glenn Hawk, you need a 6. 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go.
Folks, we have a couple more dories inbound, so again, beachgoers, beware. Anybody surfing on the north side of the contest boundary, just look out and make sure you allow for plenty enough room for these guys to land their dories.
They call that the dory bump with that nice sideways action on the waves.
It can sometimes work in your favor, but most times does not.
1 minute, 10 seconds to go.
Is that Marty in the green one?
Up on this left.
Nice
there.
turn coming out of Jason. And we are under a minute left.
at the skate park, maybe.
Park in our shop or park in the
Yeah, or you can park behind
warehouse.
the warehouse here.
In green, standing up, that's Matthew Hamilton. And beware, in that green dory is local Marty Weishart coming on in.
And that's the end of Heat 1, Round 1 for men's 50 to 59. We'll let the judges lock in their final scores and give you the announcement of who moves through. And get this next heat started here in a second. Go ahead anytime. We're good to go anytime. These things suck so bad. We're good to go anytime. Yes. Throw these things in the garbage.
There it is. And we're off. That is Heat 2. Just to give you a lay of the land, in red, Michael Zeman. In blue, Kevin Stotts. In green, Timothy Widmer. In yellow, Jesse Lockwood. In orange, Richard Close. And in white, Brooks Maston. Most of these guys have surfed in this contest before and will be ones to watch. They have spent years out here surfing. So young guns, take note.
I don't know what the deal is.
Out, I can hear like every other word.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with these things. Yeah, I was just saying you're good to start whenever, because I think are we on schedule or
we're probably 2 minutes off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean if those guys are
In
out
blue,
and there's
that's Kevin
you don't
Stotts.
have to wait the full minute, as long as you see that the line
With a
is
steep,
start.
difficult takeoff on that inside section.
Back to the top of the hour so I know exactly the minute.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just as soon as you hit the horn, I'll start him. So.
Okay.
Another dory coming